Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and another batch of WWE 2K22 news, where today we have our first look at a textured creation, a new screenshot, recommended PC settings, and confirmation that next week we'll finally bring the full roster for WWE 2K22. Before we get into that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest news on the game, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. So let's start things off with the first look at a textured creation in WWE 2K22, as the first piece of news that we have comes in relation to the creation suite, where CEO of Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, posted a new video to TikTok giving us our first look at a textured creation. The video, which was released to celebrate the amount of submissions in 2K's WWE TikTok Walk-Off Challenge, shows a mixture of Zelnick recreating Matt Riddle's entrance along with in-game entrance footage of Zelnick as a created superstar. From the footage shown, there doesn't appear to be much improvement in the visuals of created superstars compared with the improvements seen in in-game stars. However, that could simply be down to the skill of the creator, as talented members of the community are already pushing the limits of creations in 2K19 and 2K20, so it'll be interesting to see how good those creators can make creations look once the game is released. Up next, we have some news for PC gamers, as the Steam store has finally been updated to list the minimum and the recommended requirements for PC. Taking a look at the minimum requirements, the Steam store states that players will need a 64-bit processor and operating system, such as Windows 10 64-bit, with an Intel Core i5-3550 or an AMD FX 8150. They'll also need a minimum of 8GB of RAM and a GeForce GTX 1060 or a Radeon RX 480 graphics card, along with 60GB of available space. So that's the minimum requirements. However, to get the best gameplay experience, the Steam store recommends either an Intel i7-4790 or an AMD FX 8350 processor, 16GB of RAM, and either a GeForce GTX 1070 or a Radeon RX 580. Going over the recommended settings, they are quite a big jump from the likes of 2K19 and from 2K20, as they actually mirror games like Cyberpunk 2077, with 2K22 actually recommending players have more RAM, so if you're thinking of picking it up on the PC, then I would suggest checking that you can run it first. Last up for today, let's talk the WWE 2K22 roster reveal, as with just a little over a week until the game is released, there's been a lot of unrest in the community that we still don't know the full roster. Thankfully though, that is something that's about to change, as the official WWE Games Twitter account have announced that the full roster list will be announced next week. The announcement reads, "We heard you and are as pumped as you are, full roster list next week, stay tuned." So this is great news for players wanting to know the full list of superstars prior to the game's release, as the full list should include stars who were previously released from the company but are still featured. As for the format of the reveal, the tweet refers to this as the full roster list, therefore it's likely that the reveal will be text only, similar to the roster reveal for WWE Battlegrounds, as it's unlikely that we'll see footage of anyone who has been released. Included with the roster announcement, 2K also shared a new screenshot of Naomi's entrance, with a tweet going on to further plug the WWE Games TikTok challenge, in which Naomi's entrance is one of the entrances that players can recreate for the chance to win a golden PS5 and a deluxe copy of 2K22. So that's the latest news that I have on WWE 2K22, but it's great to see confirmation that we will be getting a full list of stars on the roster, as I know that's something that a lot of people have been holding out for, and it should prove to be a pretty interesting list as we finally find out which names make the cut. So let me know what you make of the news in the comments and who you're hoping to see included, and then while you're there, if you haven't already and you want to stay up to date with all the latest news on the game, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.